Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
In this world, there are two kinds of rangers. Ones that fight the Bugnarok, and those that try to put them away. These are their stories. Boom, 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 boom. KingOhger! Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Ohsama Sentai! Hey guys, welcome to the Sentai Hero Special here on the Morphin Network, where it's Morphin time all the time. I know Jared's not here with me right now, but he will be in a moment. Please bear with it. I apologize for the inconvenience, but he's definitely going to be here. But with that said, what do you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What is this episode that we are talking about? Well, the episode we are talking about is Ohsama Sentai KingOhger, episode 16, the 10-year-old the 10-year-old Chief Justice. And yes, if given the opportunity, she would be a thief of Bandai premium items. But yeah, no, the font, like C's and T's, look very similar, so I apologize for that. But yes, the 10-year-old Chief Justice. So as you guys might have noticed, in the last few episodes, we've been going to the backstories of like all the various characters. Don't know what they did in the first arc, but they're doing it in this arc, so that's okay, I guess. We get more. Well, we had some Bruce. We got some Batman justice a few episodes ago, so now we are going into some Jim Gordon justice. Well, more like Daredevil, but you know, it is what it is. So let us know what you guys thought. If you comment right here in the chat box while we are live, we will display your comments right here at the bottom. So with that said, our community members, we thank you all for watching, and let's get right into it. So we start off with something very odd. It appears that there's a Bandai premium commercial for a premium Morphin doll. I'm like, okay, well, we did see the Morphin anime on Toei Tokusatsu fan club. So like, I don't know, maybe this is just a commercial before they actually start the episode. No, it is part of the actual episode. It is a shameless advertisement for their own merchandise. So if you got your credit card, go to Premium Bandai and order yourself a premium Morphin while supplies last. Ain't this a cat in the hat? Okay, it's Bandai Premium, so you gotta play the theme song. You know how it goes. Don't say no, just buy more. Don't say no, just buy more. You have got a credit card, and we got a lot of merchandise. You know you want to collect them all, so hop on and pre-order now. Don't say no, just buy more. Okay, but yeah, and of course, Rita remembers that one scalper from back in episode 5 actually did have a premium Morphin, but at least she was very clear that you cannot take evidence from the evidence locker. Thank you. You know what happens when you take evidence out of the evidence locker? You end up with Scream 6. Because for some reason, 5 different cases of serial killer murders, like, yeah, these cases are close, so we may as well auction off the evidence. And then you got a dude having 9 ghost face costumes all in one giant collection. So yeah, props to Rita for not doing the whole Dermot Mulroney thing. And in case you guys are wondering, wait, did you just spoil Scream 6? Yes! That movie came out months ago. Leonard and I did a video on it. I watched it again with a certain someone. You guys probably have the opportunity to watch it by now. So, is there going to be a 7th movie? I don't think so. I think it ended in a fine place. But, point is, good on you, Rita, for staying true to your virtues. But it's the 15th anniversary of Rita's first case as the Chief Justice of Godon, and we actually learned some stuff about the hierarchy of Godon. So I think we can honestly say, like, with the whole debate about Rita's identity, it is due to the rank of being Chief Justice that a Chief Justice is referred to in a third person, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are not, affirming, certain aspects of themselves psychologically. I'm just going to leave it at that because, because the previous Chief Justice was affirmatively a woman, and everyone referred to her as a woman, and she was still talked about with a third person because the Chief Justice, you got to show the respect and the neutrality and whatnot. So that debate is over. That's over and done with. Now we can close that case and move on with the plot. Thank you, TV Asahi. Thank you, interviews. Thank you, all primary sources involved in the making of this show. Now we can all sleep soundly that we are not going to have this debate anymore amongst fans because people are still debating about it. Believe what you will, no judgment, just case closed. It's over and done with. Meanwhile, so the person that was being on trial was actually Rita's father, who was basically a vice minister to the Chief Justice and attempted to murder the previous Chief Justice. And previous Chief Justice was in fact his wife / Rita's mother, and so there has to be an annual hearing about it, and every time he always says the same thing. Yep, I killed her. Yep, I poisoned her. Well, where's her body? Somewhere in the snow. So turns out the reason why a lot of inmates are like digging up the snow isn't to keep the courthouse steps clean, but because they're actually looking for a body. And I'm like, I don't know. Given how snowy it is, you'd think the body would be preserved, and maybe, well, I don't know. How much does it snow? Because you'd think at some point the body would just be compacted and buried deeply to the point that you wouldn't be able to find it anymore, even if you had 1,000 inmates looking for the body. But hey, cold case files. They're looking for a dead body. Like, that is something like that's of interest. Yeah, let's keep going with this. But we do have new evidence because Rita remembered that the person involved was the person who killed the king and queen of Ishibana before Himeno became the queen of Ishibana were poisoned by Sasorian's venom. And they do have a sample of the venom from the evidence locker. So Rita has the wise idea of getting the venom cross-examined. Why didn't you do that like 8 episodes ago when we were able to prove affirmatively that Sasorian's venom was directly involved in God's Wrath incident? And you'd think that red flags would be raised by the fact that how coincidentally so many things happened during God's Wrath. Like, you got Gira getting kidnapped, Himeno's parents getting murdered, Rita's dad killing her mom. You got, Nikasopa getting destroyed to the point that Gus had to save it using a freaking Windows 98 computer. And what's his name? And Kaguragi had to surrender his sister to Racules. So a lot of things going on 15 years ago. Like, there's no way this is a coincidence. Maybe it's just me being apophenic because, Question is one of my favorite characters from Justice League. But there's something wrong in the state of Denmark, and I don't think it is a poorly performed Hamlet production. Anywho, speaking of Kagura, he questions Racules. So, what happened with the peace negotiations? And they do flash to it, but he's like, "Oh yeah, peace negotiations happened. Yeah, peace negotiations. That's what happened. Don't worry about it. Peace negotiations." And I'm like, your flag is as red as Gira's ranger suit, because you expect me to just accept that just peace negotiations. Let us know in the comments, what did you think the terms of the peace negotiations would be? Because if negotiations were successful, you'd think that both sides are benefiting in some way. Humans are benefiting from the Bugnarak in some way. The Bugnarak are benefiting from humans. And excuse me for judging, but Deathnarok the 8th does not seem like the kind of person that would be okay with just suddenly not attacking humans again, because it's like, he was really gung-ho about exterminating all humans, calling them bugs to be squashed. So it's like, what could you possibly do or say to convince him to go back on that? I do not believe this for a second. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you people in the audience don't either. But if this somehow happened, what are the terms? What are the terms? Because I do not believe for a second that there aren't some kind of Faustian conditions to this. Never trust Racules. Racules, more like Jercules. He's lucky I'm even calling him by his actual name on some occasions. But yeah, I don't trust the man. And let's see what amazing thing he's going to accomplish, said the bowler hat guy, in the next episode. Meanwhile, in Ishibana, we get Morphonia trying to get a premium Mofu, in which they are completely out of it. I'm like, this is an episode of Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century waiting to happen. If you guys have never seen Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century, it is exactly what it sounds like. Sherlock Holmes himself, somehow cryogenically frozen, reawakened in 21 something, and he's helping Scotland Yard fight some dude posing as Moriarty, and all 26 episodes are loosely based on previous Sherlock Holmes cases from Arthur Conan Doyle. But there was one very specific episode that involved a Bandai premium item being sold out, and people were getting into fights over it. That show was on Fox Kids back in the 90s. You can't expect me to remember the exact plot. I barely remember the episode based on the Speckled Band where a dude literally turns into a snake. But yeah, this is an episode of Sherlock Holmes just waiting to happen. Meanwhile, inside the palace, Rita asks Himeno to examine the poison from the original case. Of course, I have to ask the question, why didn't you do it 15 years ago? I mean, let's say even if you did not have let's say you did not have Sasorian's poison from 15 years ago to cross-examine with the poison used to kill Himeno's parents. You could have still get it examined just to keep it archived, just in case. And maybe you could be like, hey, you know what? Rita's mom was killed by poison. Himeno's parents were killed by poison all around the same time. What if, it was the same poison? That's like 15 years. You could have cut ahead. Like, you don't even need to tie in the fact that this was Sasorian's poison. Like, the fact that they're the same poison used is a much more significant thing to, to advance the plot of this episode forward 15 years sooner. I mean, look, I get it's a kids show, but also this is a toy show. Like I don't know, when it comes to Law and Order, and I don't mean the show Law and Order, I mean like actual like Crime and Punishment. I'm like, you really didn't try to ask the essential questions. I mean, is it just me being apophenic? Is it just me having apophenia? Am I like the only person who like noticed that like right away that Reiner looked like the armored Titan and Annie looked like the female Titan, and they're always hanging out with Bertold? So maybe Reiner is, the armored Titan and Bertold is the colossal Titan. Really? Like, it took you a season and a half to figure all that out? And people wonder why I thought The Batman was a boring film. Ryan and Clement were there with me watching the movie. They know why I was not a fan of that movie. But seriously, like, you could have saved yourself 15 years on the plot. Am I right, Jared? They could have saved 15 years of the plot of this episode if they only put together that conveniently 2 of the Rangers' parents were killed by poison.
I mean, it could have saved a whole lot of trouble, but that's not the controversy I'm worried about this episode. The major controversy is, first off, the former Sovereign is played by Dr. McHottie from Kamen Rider Drive. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What got me mad is she's married to Chiram, the second game master.
Yeah.
How did that end up with her? How did that little wormy little... No, I refuse all that. That should be a crime in itself.
Is that really him?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. She, the queen of Gokon, married the game master.
So Chiron is also freaking Chirami.
No. Different dude. I'm talking about like reality. I'm talking about reality, not that. No. I'm talking about reality. That should be a crime in and of itself. That the game master Chiram, the wormy little. It's hard not to cuss here. Y'all, I'm holding myself. How mad I was when I found that out today. I was able to find out with my slow internet, but I found out. Chiram with Dr. McHottie of Kamen Rider Drive, the Sovereign of Gokon. Where's my Ultra Caliber? I need to put that on trial.
Hold on. I need to see this. Because he doesn't look like him, but I think I've definitely seen him in like other projects.
Like,
No. He played Dr. Kanda in Kamen Rider Kiva and Mitsuhide Nira in Kamen Rider Drive. And that dude was a corrupt police officer who became a roid mute. So...
Not that dude.
Bum, bum.
Let me make sure I got the name right, because I know I was trying to get more information on that dude, because I'm like, he looks familiar. I was trying to get more information on Chiron, but there's no information on Chiron. But Kara's, the Sovereign, played by Rei Yoshi, is married to...
Oh, you meant in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the actual actor who played Chiron, because he's Rita's dad.
Oh no, not him. No, he He just looks hella familiar, but no. This man right here. Oh, no, I can't use the Witcher. This man
Is
married.
married to that woman.
Yes, Dr. Mikati from Kamen Rider Drive.
Yo.
Who is...
She was best girl that season.
She was. And she is also the former sovereign of Gokon before Rita.
Yeah, man. By the way, can we take a moment to appreciate something? You got Kamen Rider Skits and KingOhger playing back to back. In Kamen Rider Skits, you got a character named Karama, and in KingOhger, you have a character named Karasu. I see what you're doing there, Toei.
Coincidence?
I see what you're doing there, Toei.
Yeah, it's like my mind is still racing from that. I'm like, how did that wormy little man get with her?
I still can't get over how like he survived, like what's his name, Buffa using his chainsaw blade from freaking zombie powder by doing the worm thing.
Oh, that actually, I like this comment right here from Chest of Greatness. She's a retainer at 5 years old. Who puts a 5-year-old as a retainer to a kingdom? What kind of backwards thinking is that? Little Rita was not the Rita we know now. Little Rita was scared. Little Rita was like how Morphonia is today. And Morphonia is a little worried about that too.
Yeah. But, and it just so happens that
peace talks.
Peace talks. And then he sends a Bugnarok on a mission. He's like, so what's going on there? Oh, it's a side project. Don't worry about it.
Just doing a little thing here. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Which, honestly, I like how everybody was like looking at Jeremy like, dude, you believed Hercules? Really, my dude? And then all of a sudden,
I went into a whole rant about this already while you weren't here. But, because I'm all about giving everyone their due diligence, if you want to vent a little bit, feel free to do so.
Nah, the end of the episode does it for me.
Okay,
the end of the episode does everything for me. Like Jeremy is just like oblivious because he's been like away for 2,000 years, so it's like he doesn't like see that Hercules is evil because Jeremy's been around for millennia, so he doesn't see that this guy in a certain set of time is like evil because he's seen probably like all types of evil.
Oh yeah, in case you guys are wondering, the monster of the day it falls under the family Greotopildae, which is a mole cricket. In case you guys are wondering, because I know how much you guys love me discussing the entomology of the Bugnarok, but it's a Greotopildae.
He wore a hard hat, and it just made me think back to Digimon 2020, where it was all about safety first, or I forgot the Japanese terminology for it, but yeah.
You know what it reminded me of, though? It reminded me of the monster from Power Rangers Zeo episode, Oily to Bed, Oily to Rise.
Funny.
You know the one that goes like through the sewage system?
I don't remember that. But
I don't know why, but you remind me of that, dude. Yeah, we are tired of this nonsense. Oh, and look how convenient it is. Oh, there's some Bugnarok attacking Nikasopa. Oh, that's very peaceful of them. Good thing that President Gust is around to keep the peace.
I mean, luckily he had help from that Octomush Gira, or he wouldn't be able to. Well, I can't really talk much because then we still got next week's episode.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we got the analysis, and we're back in the court with Himeno presiding as a witness. And yeah, it turns out the poisons match. Which again, why didn't you examine the poisons 15 years ago? Because let's be honest,
They were children. They didn't
Sus-
know.
Sasorin being the procurer of that venom is not relevant information.
Well, to be fair, they were kids. They didn't know about the Scorpion Shoe God. They thought the Scorpion Shoe God was a myth until Gira came along.
But it's not even about where the venom came from. The fact of the matter is, you think sometime within those 15 years, especially with Rita doing annual hearings for Chiron, and yes, even though in the show it's pronounced Sheeran, because I know some of you in the comments are going to question this, but no, like the actual mythological name that he got his name from is Chiron, which is a very common Greek name, especially in William Shakespeare. In fact, that was the name of one of the two sons of the patricians in Titus Andronicus. You know, in fact, that's where we get the first "Yo Mama" joke and the term "just desserts." And one of the best scenes from Hunger Games season 8, because you know how much they love to rip off William Shakespeare.
Like, the Scorpion Shoe God was buried away in Gokon.
Yeah.
So nobody knew about that, but it seems to me that the Sovereign, she knew about it, but she knew about it because she knows who killed Himeno's parents. That's why she's like, "Oh, I can't be part of this." So I'm just gonna spoil the entire episode right now.
Yep.
She's like, "I know what happened. I know who did it because she knows where the Scorpion Shoe God is." And this is all me talking out of my ass. I don't know. I could be wrong, but she feels strongly that even her husband is basically, we're pulling a whole Flash.
Mm-hmm.
It's ironic because the Flash came out last week when this episode came out. Huh. Huh. I haven't seen the Flash movie, but I can already say this is 10 times better than the Flash movie.
Mm-hmm.
Shots fired. That's shots fired because my stocks went down. My WB stocks went down. Just because we wouldn't just get the good Flash from the CW and replace this joke of an actor, just replace him. No. My stocks
Yeah, you think you can even at least get John Wesley Ships to play Barry and just say, yeah, quantum acceleration accident caused me to age horrifically.
He actually still looks good for his age, so. But either way, my stocks went down. My stocks suffered for it. Either way, this was the Flash, but better, where she just said, "You know what? Just say." Hopefully, this is where she's just pulling a whole Zenkaiger and not Avatar: The Last Airbender: The Search, where she's ended up with somebody else. Spoilers: Zuko's mom is alive with another dude, whole new family. Hopefully that's not the case here. Yeah, hope that's not the case because that's still like these two, they're married, good looking couple. She could still get it. Mm-hmm. When did Drive come out? I don't even remember.
Drive was from 2014, 2015. Yeah, 2015 because
almost 10 years and she could still get it.
Yeah. Because I remember 2015 is when Ghost came out, because that was when I started dating that one Jamaican girl, and we were watching Kamen Rider Ghost episode 3 together. So yeah, it was. Drive came out in 2014.
Yes, even then, almost 10 years later, she could still get it.
I mean, that applies to a lot of people. I mean, have you seen Sonona?
She can always Sonona.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yellow Racer. Yeah. she's. Agreed. But I digress. Yeah. So this scorpion venom thing is a big thing. Like, who the heck is this hooded figure? How did he know about God Scorpion? Clearly, it's somebody from Gokon or somebody she knew, because she probably had some sort of inkling that this is coming from us. This man killed somebody. It's coming from us. I cannot be part of this. So she had to fake her own death.
Which makes no sense.
And put a 10-year-old in charge of a country that is built off of being impartial. So, yeah, Himeno had it rough from the age of 5 to now, but Rita has it worse because she has to be impartial. She has to be tough and put people away, even if they did the most simplest of crimes. She had to put people away for jaywalking.
More importantly, she put people away for scalping.
It's Mofu.
Yeah. It's like, look, it'd be nice if we could get rid of the scalpers here in real life. They're trying to like buy out all the Nintendo Switches and then resell them for like $800 a unit. But I digress.
I have no horse in this race because I do believe scalping is wrong. Mm-hmm. But in my case, for like Comic-Con, especially New York Comic-Con, feels like Comic-Con is scalping us more than the scalpers. So, enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I'll go for the people.
Yes. That one line from Yu-Gi-Oh! The enemy of my friend is also my enemy. Also, why do we both look good in leather?
So if I had to choose between human scalpers or corporate scalpers, I'm going with the human ones 9 times out of 10. Not to say I'm okay with it, but seriously, what the hell? Get it together. Figure it out, corporate bastards.
No, I'm not going to lie, though. Like, some people are, like, wondering why do I never go to AX anymore? And I'm like, look, once upon a time, to go to AX, you would pay $45 to go for one day, $80 to go for all 4 days, which means not only do you save $10 on a second day, but you get 2 more days for free if you buy the full weekend.
Yeah,
but like now, one day is $80.
It's insane. It's insanity.
Plus, that's not accounting for the parking you have to deal with because downtown LA there's only valet.
$20 a day. $20 if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're lucky, you might find a place that only charges you for $16 for the whole day. Heck, yeah, I remember Little Tokyo used to charge only $7 for the whole day.
Now, Little Tokyo, if I could find good parking, you're good. Other than that, you got to pay $20-some-odd. Again, see, I would complain, but New York is just as bad. New York is actually worse.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I miss going to King's games. That's all I'm gonna say.
But in this case, yeah.
Speaking of ice and snow.
Oh yeah, holes. I forgot to mention this episode was holes.
Yeah, because they're looking for a missing body.
Literally made that. Well, I was on Saturday when we were streaming. I'm like, oh my god, it's just holes. It's holes for Power Rangers.
Yeah. You know what else was a holes reference? What's his name? Donatello versus his backstory in Stone Ocean. He literally finds stolen shoes from an athlete, tells the truth, and he goes to juvenile detention regardless.
Damn,
because of a cosmic curse caused by his family bloodline. Yeah. And not just his bloodline, his great-great-grandpa.
I feel so bad for Louis Satcher because Japan has different copyright laws, so he ain't seeing a single red cent from any time Japan uses his stuff. Oh, that's just so wrong.
Not gonna lie, I kind of miss watching that movie though. Like back when Shia LaBeouf was adorable.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. It's good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, no, this. Back to the episode. So we find out, the sovereign's husband. I think they said that he was a doctor or something like that. So he's innocent. Something like that.
He's not guilty.
Yeah, he's not guilty. He's off, which was a trap. So it's like basically for the last 15 years, he I guess he didn't even know he was basically on a wanted man, but something about him Bugnarok wanted. Like, it makes it interesting. It's like, what did Bugnarok want with him? Like, what did he want with him, and what does he want with the Sovereign? To the point where she has to go into hiding, all Zuko's mom style. And like, so Monster of the Week, hard hat, shovel in hand. Right? He's like, hey, yeah, I see y'all been digging. You digging your grave now, huh?
Dig it up, dig it up, here's something for you to dig. Pickaxe.
Yeah, Joe. So badass she is. Rita takes him out with style, and Morphonia basically was like, look, she was put in charge at a young age, but she became her own sovereign.
Yeah. Plus, I love how Rita dropped the hammer of justice.
Yep. Two Batman-like figures in this show doing a better job than the actual Batman.
Yeah. It's like, I still love that line that Dietrich Bader once said: "The hammers of justice are unisex."
Dietrich Bader was a hell of a Batman. I'll give you.
It's like he's like a lot of people like really hate Brave and the Bold because it's going back to like certain 1960s golden age materials. But the thing is, Dietrich Bader is such an underrated Batman. I'm glad I met him while he was still Batman. I only regret not having a copy of any Drew Carey show DVD for him to sign because as a kid, I love me some Drew Carey show.
Oh, yeah.
Like there was even an episode with Jamie where Drew goes on a date with Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. And yeah, no, like I loved Lewis and Oswald, and like if it wasn't for Lewis, I wouldn't be into Whose Line Is It Anyway, and by extension improv comedy in general. But Oswald,
let's not even get started on Whose Line. Oh no. I think people didn't like Brave and the Bold because of the Batman with Rino Romano's Batman.
Yeah.
It was like basically even Rino Romano's Batman was rocky at start, and then it just became better and better.
Yeah.
Then we switch over to Brave and the Bold. They're like, whoa, wait, where's our Spider-Man Batman? If y'all didn't know, Rino Romano was Spider-Man Unlimited before he was Batman.
Which reminds us, Disney, you owe us one episode of Spider-Man Unlimited. I'm still holding you to it after 20 plus years.
Spoiler alert, I'm more upset they used the Spider-Man Unlimited theme for Miguel, and you had Spider-Man Unlimited in the movie.
Yeah.
What are you doing? He's repurposing another dude's song when the other dude's there.
Yeah.
Messed up.
And yeah, Unlimited Spider-Man is right there. He got the suit from Reed Richards' lab to save J. Jonah Jameson Jr.
Yeah.
4J.
Yeah, it's like you got the guy right there, and yet you repurposed his theme song for another dude, just because Spider-Man Unlimited was supposed to be Spider-Man 2099, which was the answer to Batman BL. It's a whole thing. Spider-Man and Batman just crosses over way too much in this episode. My God.
And now people are like fighting over like Gwen Stacy for reasons similar. People are fighting over Rita, but I'm like, guys, you guys are missing the point. We did not get Yamashiro from the 1978 Japanese Spider-Man. Do you know how cool it would have been if freaking Miles Morales was like running up Leopardon's arm like it's Attack on Titan?
That would have been really cool.
Which works because there was a Marvel Attack on Titan crossover.
There was. That's a legit thing.
So Jeremy does this.
Oh yeah, back to Spider-Man.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Why was Jazz not in that movie? Why was Jazz not in this movie? He's technically Spider-Man.
He was labeled Spider-Man in the title credits.
Yeah, the man in the spider mask.
But I understand. But where was Kamen Rider Demons? The Spider-Man before him.
Yeah,
you had time for that one.
Look, I'm not even gonna question about Kamen Rider Liangle not showing up. But you serious? Oh, and also let's not forget Spider Og from Shin Kamen Rider.
Well, that one I can accept because that came out around the same time as Into the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Saying, you guys had some ample time to use some Toei properties. You didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, by the way, in case anyone's interested, there actually is a new manga released to the United States called Fake Red, which is actually a Spider-Man manga about a rock climber named Yu who actually ends up taking one of Peter's discarded Spider-Man suits and tries to take on crime fighting himself, but he doesn't have spider powers. So he's quite literally just kick-ass cosplaying as Spider-Man.
Which is funny because Kick-Ass is Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Yeah, Kick-Ass is... No, you know what's even crazier part? Ass Kick is also Quicksilver.
True.
Remember Kick-Ass's arch nemesis, Ass Kick?
Was it Evan Peters?
Yeah, Evan Peters. Well, in the first movie, he was played by Evan Peters. In the sequel, he was played by a different actor. But the point is,
Quicksilver versus Quicksilver.
Quicksilver versus Quicksilver. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm still on Evan Peters' side of Quicksilver.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's not even a slight against Aaron Taylor Johnson. It's just because they wasted him in Age of Ultron.
You know what really made me feel uncomfortable? Watching 2014 Godzilla after I saw Ultron. Because it's like, wait, are we watching Godzilla or Game of Thrones?
I swear, I was like, wait a minute, this ain't the Ultimate Comics.
Oh yeah, and Magneto's like hiding in the bushes.
No. Oh, Marvel. But yeah, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can with the cicada.
Yeah, he does what he can with the cicada claw thing. It's cool. Yeah. And Humano gets Rita a birthday present. You don't have to take it. I'll just leave it right here.
Like, I can't keep it. It's not impartial. Like, oh, I guess it's trash now. You can do whatever you want. It's trash, right?
Yeah, it's like what James McAvoy said. I mean, you could use this pen to make a pretty drawing, or you could use it to gouge a person's eye out. Maybe you could use this Mofun toy to like recreate that one episode of Cowboy Bebop.
You can do anything with that Mofun. But I like that, those two are becoming more friendly because they can relate to having this power of running a kingdom thrusted upon them. Yeah, I say Rita's got it worse because of the having to be impartial, having to be this driving force of justice. And that's not even to take away from Himeno being traumatized that her parents were killed in front of her, and that she was younger and had to be having to be a queen of this entire kingdom. But at least with this kingdom, it's about beauty and healing. So it's like we're going to compare apples to oranges. She's got it quite good compared to Rita, where Rita's in this frozen tundra of Fort Briggs having to be impartial all the time from the age of 10. First, having to put away. I still don't know if those are her parents, but in case, yeah, if it is her parents, that's messed up. You have to lock your dad up. If not, you have to lock away your predecessor's husband. That's still messed up. Like, my God, these people need therapy. Like, you would think every superhero needs therapy, especially those in the Toku universe. I think Rita's first up for therapy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of, like, tokusatsu characters that need therapy. I mean, like, Hayato Chimonji, Wataru Kurenai. I mean, like, his girl, he killed his own girlfriend.
Stop. That still breaks my heart.
Yeah, just try rewatching it while like trying to marathon all of like Heisei era, like right before Kamen Rider Go ends its run. What else?
Even Jewel Eagle. Didn't Jewel Eagle have to kill his own mother?
Pretty much.
That episode sticks with me hard. That episode of Jewel just sticks with me hard.
What's it called? I just remembered it. No, it was there earlier. What's his name? Go from Kamen Rider Drive. He lost his best frenemy to his dad, and then he had to kill his dad.
Happy Father's Day!
Yo, Happy Father's Day.
There's no such thing as Happy Father's Day in Tokusatsu outside of probably Zenkaiger, and even then, he had to fight his own father.
Yeah. Or what about being what's her name, Aoi from Black Sun?
Ooh, too soon.
Too soon.
Speaking of family trauma, all right, we're gonna talk about it. This boy Hercules basically was plotting with Bugnarok since day one. Ain't no way he wasn't plotting with them. He's using them OD just to. This is Game of Thrones. Take out everybody. Swipe up all the kingdoms. He owns all of Terra. Then he's basically just enacting his plan now. And like in the fact that Jeremy is just thinking, oh, everybody's gonna be getting all hunky dory. Boy, you've been around.
No. Deathnarok and Hercules are gonna get along hunky dory. Everyone else will not be.
Oh yeah, everybody gonna die for this. And then this boy, my boy, have you not read a comic book in the last 2,000 years? You writing your own story, but you ain't read other people's stories? Hypocrite. Now I love Jeremy.
Maybe Jeremy should have exchanged some notes with Storius. Some things about being derivative.
Right? Shoot, go to Kamen Rider Saber. You were around those 2,000 years. You could have seen what was going on.
I still can't get over how like Storius's major villain arc is just him whining that everything he does is derivative.
Right, and we can all, who's to blame for this? The Green Morphin Master. Green Morphin Master is to blame for all of this.
Yeah, it's like for someone who sees everything, like you sure know very little.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
But yeah, oh man, I want to see. My theory is like, yeah, Hercules is planning he's putting his plan together just to get rid of everybody. But I need to see it because I want to be wrong a little bit because I want the story to take me for a swerve.
And somehow I still stand by what I said 2 days ago. That somehow, as much as I dislike Hercules, I dislike Daichi even more.
Let's not talk about that. Oh, let's not. Don't get me started on that. Let's not. I will be here for days. Oh no, they're tied for me. They're tied. They're both little. Oh, give me 5 minutes with them, and they be you. You think Batman beating on the Joker in the Dark Knight was bad? Nah. I'll be definitely. It'd be rap city for
Yo,
that.
speaking of Batman beating on the Joker, I'm actually like rewatching 10 Things I Hate About You right now. I'm like, Patrick, where were you in my life?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I've not seen that movie in forever. I can't even tell you.
Same.
I've not seen it forever. I remember Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in it.
Yeah, he was. He is. I still can get over the fact that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in what's it called? Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in Angels in the Outfield. It was like
Love that movie.
like the second Danny Glover movie I've ever seen my entire life.
It had Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, but you know what else Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in? Third Rock from the Sun, which I loved watching back to back with the Drew Carey show. There, you got your tie-in between Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Diedrich Bader. There you go.
Dude, well, it just made me realize Angels in the Outfield had Tony Danza. Tony Danza and Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in that movie back in 2013 with Scarlett Johansson. What was it called? Oh man, I forgot the name of it. I actually really enjoyed that movie.
Well, I'm assuming that's not 500 Days of Summer.
No.
Or Inception.
No, it was Tony Danza, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Scarlett Johansson, Julianne Moore.
The only movie I remember Julianne Moore from was The Kids Are All Right.
It was post Avengers. This is like 2013. Don John, that's it.
Don John. I didn't watch that movie. I was too busy watching 50-50.
Yeah. No. Yeah, Tony Danza and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
All right.
Back to this. How can we link this back? I don't know. Something Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in a movie with Spider-Man. And Spider-Kumano's messed up, and now Hercules is doing this. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I'm not far off on that, but yeah. No.
Oh wait, actually, I got it. I got it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger. There was a chick obsessed with William Shakespeare who liked to rip off William Shakespeare, George R.R. Martin. Game of Thrones has a lot of kings making bad decisions and betraying one another, which is the same thing you're going to see right here because, let's be honest, Spider-Kumanos is basically Eddard Stark.
Yeah, I'm going to give you that one. Touche.
All right. So let's go to scores. 9.
10. Like
big improvement. I definitely liked watching this more than The Batman.
Like the movie or the show?
The movie.
I don't know. I loved The Batman. That was a good movie.
I thought it was boring. All the riddles, too easy for me.
Fair.
Ending dragged on, worse than Return of the King. Pacing issues. Did not care for emo Bruce Wayne. He made emo Peter Parker look chipper. Okay, let's go to the comments.
Ooh, I think our fun comment of the night already.
Yeah.
Wait, her job is way more important. I do agree. But Chester Greatness came up with a great. I'm just gonna come all the way down to this one. When is Suzume backstabbing wedding? Are we having a red wedding?
We're having an orange wedding?
Yo, I want to see a red. Okay, not really, because red wedding was still traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to
see, like between Game of Thrones having a red wedding and a purple wedding, when I saw the season 3 finale for Grimm, I was like, the green wedding?
No, if we get an orange wedding type thing in this show, I'm done.
Yeah.
Done. This Delulu chick, like, I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still get
Extreme KingOhger's coming, but no crown in its head yet.
Maybe in the final form. It's gonna be a big old cluster bunch of things.
I wish the next arc those two are going to a Morphin convention together. I mean, to be fair, in Community Season 4, they went to Inspector Space Con.
I mean, I'm all for it. I'm down for a Morphin convention.
Yeah. Premium theme song.
That's all. That's their theme. Cha-ching!
Don't say no, just buy more. Don't say no, just buy more. Oh, we got a new commenter. The Sentai series is a major step up because honestly, I wasn't crazy about Dump Brothers. Shots fired, man.
Who saying you want a problem? You got a top problem. You got ooh.
If he said it was a step up from Zenkaiger, he might have had a point.
I'll let you.
But
I'll give you that.
But Dom Brothers, though.
You say you have a problem with Dom Brothers, you have a problem. So I suggest you let that. I can't even say my quote. I suggest you let that one marinate. Ooh.
Dom Brothers was to Sentai what Ninja Storm was to Power Rangers. It's not whether or not it was a season we wanted. It was a season we needed.
Nah, but valid opinion. So I can see some people not liking Dom Brothers. It's fine. I hate it.
This episode was fun. 9 out of 10.
I'm glad that everybody's enjoying KingOhger as much as we are. So to Bobby, glad you think this is a big step. Production wise, I'm not gonna lie. It is a big step up.
I mean, it uses a Sony SFX LED room just like the Mandalorian does. So
big step up. I'll give them that.
Okay, KingOhger's badass because it has an incredible aesthetic and very solid mythos, plus the ranger suits with the insect motif and the swords and capes. I love it. Well, 5 of the rangers have an insect motif, and I'm digging it. Most of the mecha have an arthropod motif, and I can tolerate that. But then there's that snail Zord, and that bothers me because it's not an arthropod; it is a mollusk. I'm not letting go of that. Even down to episode 50, I will still complain about that.
You heard him. I'm not gonna disagree with that. You have a mollusk and a bug. I guess because it crawls, it's on the ground. It's a bug.
It's like that meme. Is this an arthropod?
Oh, this one is directed to you, good buddy. What is your favorite Power Ranger Dawn Fury episode?
I don't know. I would have to look through the episode list one more time just to remember them, but chances are it will most likely be a Javi related episode because Javi is effectively my favorite ranger from the group.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I actually like Javi very much.
Yeah.
I like Javi a lot.
He is to Dino Fury what Yoshi was to Dino Charge. He's the lovable scamp.
Yeah. Put my beef with Yoshi aside. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm not even gonna ask that on screen, but okay.
It all started because of Pokemon Go. It's all that. Yeah.
Okay. No more questions. The prosecution rests.
No. This question. Is the Wi-Fi good? No. Unfortunately, no. It's just stable for now, but unfortunately, it's not going to be good for a while.
It's a good thing you're here, though.
Yes.
Oh, we got another first timer, Brian Venezuela. Hello, Brian. How you doing? Let's see. Sold out quick. Yeah, I mean, have you not seen that episode of Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century?
Yes.
By the way, I really need to rewatch that show and just compare which original Sherlock Holmes case is related to which episode of this show, because the only one I remember is that Snake Dude episode being based on the Speckled Band because, the dude turns into a snake.
Yeah. I was more upset it didn't do a crossover with Mummy is Alive, but it's because I was watching both back to back.
I'm gonna. Well, they're both made by Deke, so. I'll say this. One thing I would like to see is if Samuel Jackson would play Sherlock Holmes in that episode, so you could say, "That's it. I had it. I had it with these goddamn snakes in this goddamn air vent."
Oh man.
What part of elementary do you not understand? The stepfather was the killer.
Now I got the theme song stuck in my head. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd.
If you know where to watch cartoons, watch that show. That's also where you can watch all the Power Ranger seasons if you don't want to deal with YouTube.
First thing I'm going to do is check Tubi TV because they're usually really good to us when it comes to Deke shows.
Yeah. Check Tubi TV. You can't find it there. There's a place where you can watch it, where you can also watch all the Power Rangers and VR Troopers and Beetleborgs and Masked Rider.
VPN time.
Basically, all the shows. Oh.
Let's see. Will Morphonia take responsibility being the new judge? We'll see. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an episode where Rita had to step down and Morphonia took over for an episode or two.
I mean, I want to see her. I want to see her in charge. I really want to see her in charge.
I'm scared now.
Kinky.
Actually, I'm really curious what Morphonia's backstory, because I get the feeling that she's not the exception when it comes to the whole everyone here is a criminal rule.
Hey, she's a sweetheart, but
she has a dark side. She has a dark side.
I want to see that dark side. Mm-hmm.
No comments. Shyla Bug. Oh, wow.
Two for two. 2 for comments of the night. 2 for 2. I love it.
Dig it, Bug. Dig it. Dig it, Bug. Dig it. I like the detent rap. Tarantula Knight's still here while KingOhger's bench after the wasp injection.
Yeah. Oh no, is that the bench? It's not because of that. It's because Gira's dead, so they can't really.
Yeah, they have to hide. Like where did Kogata come from? Who's controlling it? Raises more questions. Yeah.
But next week, that's all out the window.
Yeah.
Or this Saturday, technically.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Let's see. Any comments of the KingOhger summer movie teaser? Gira's finally crowned king. No.
Oh, I did see that trailer. I did see it. I don't know. Personally, I was like, yes. I think. I don't remember.
All I could say is I wouldn't be surprised if they had introduced a new movie exclusive Zord that was just a slight remold of a pre-existing Zord.
Well, GoBusters had the frog.
Mm-hmm.
Yucky Ranger had something green as well.
No, actually, that was an original Zord. The Geki Ranger had Lion and Chameleon Zords.
Yeah.
But Gowanger had remolds of Speedor, Busan, and Bearer V.
Okay, so you can't always win them.
Yeah.
You can't always win.
Let's see. Gosei Hawk was a remold of Gosei Dragon.
Shinkenger introduced the Shark
Attack. So that one's an original.
Or I'm sorry.
But the Suture wasn't.
Barracuda.
Oh yeah, Barracuda. No, wait, no, it's Shark
Well,
Attack.
Well, they call it the Barracuda blade in Samurai.
No, that's the Gold Ranger's weapon.
Oh,
Barracuda blade.
well, I don't know if it's in Japan. It's a T-Rex. In America, it's a shark.
Yeah, because in Japan, like the Zord's called Kyorugami.
Yeah,
which means dinosaur fold art.
Yeah, which is still like my favorite form. Hyper Shinken is my favorite. But this, I think, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Don Brothers. I don't think Don Brothers introduced his new Zord in their summer movie. No. They just had that epic. They had their first roll call.
Kyoruger had a Spino Binto or whatever his name. Sorry, Tobo Spino, yeah, which is a remold of Gabutira.
But actually, that was actually one of the times where they did a remold and it was done actually well. Really? With a popular character, Death Ruger, that they wanted it so bad in America that we finally get it in Snide.
Yeah.
Technically,
yeah. What's it called? I mean, like Safari Express is kind of Tokyo, sort of, well, but with slightly more functions.
New animal motif.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see the what's it called? Kyorumaru from Ninja. Yeah, that's a remold of Pawanmaru. Yeah. Let's see. Easy one. KingOhger. A Duo Condor uses elements of both Duo Eagle and Duo Gorilla.
Could have sworn it was a bear or a giraffe they used in the summer movie.
No. Oh, but the 4 auxiliary mecha have their own remade counterparts too. So you have a mole and platypus, and yes, we have a platypus sword.
But it didn't wear a fedora.
No, I actually drew a fedora, so it's like a platazord.
Bury the
platazord.
That's where you failed, Toei. Brown fedoras and platypuses money.
You don't do much except lay eggs. Let's see. Q Ranger had the Cerberus Zord, which, by the way, Cerberus is technically not a constellation anymore. It used to be, but then it became part of Hercules. So it's like,
See, I don't know. See, the fact that you remember all these summer movies, or stuff, I have not seen much summer movies outside of Dawn Brothers recently. And
you want to know my secret? I didn't even watch half of those summer movies.
I think the last time I watched a summer movie was Jackie Ranger.
I know Ryu Soldier had a remake of Tiramigo. Let's see, Cure Major didn't get around to finishing Cure Major, so I can't really say anything about that.
They didn't do a summer movie because of everything. But they did
because of 2020.
Yeah, basically their excuse for a summer movie was leading up to Zenkaiger. And basically, they didn't get a summer movie, but they got to team up with Ryu Soldier. Ryu Soldier did their comeback and got a preview into Zenkaiger. So technically, Year Major summer movie. Actually, no, I have to go back to it. Because I've seen all the Kier Major movies. But
I think that's pretty much where we left off. We're getting off the topic, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the comments at this point. Oh wait, hold on. Last one. Don Hader detected.
It is what it is. Everybody has their favorite seasons and their least favorite seasons. I can
Yeah.
honestly say there are those who like Ghost Sager, but I'm not a big fan of it.
Mhm.
Hell, people don't like Car Ranger. I actually like Car Ranger.
Yeah, like one of my oldest friends in the Sentai community loves Car Ranger, but I will. But you know what? I will never understand actually liking Megaforce, the American Megaforce. I mean, more power to you if you do, but like, why? Like even the cast of Megaforce did not like Megaforce.
Eh, eh. I'm more of like at this point it's just like anything Neo Saban into Hasbro, I'm iffy on. I'm that jaded. I don't like if you could give me a good season, I'm still gonna be like, they've been better seasons.
Yeah, like this is why like everything after season 17 has been harder to watch. Not because like any of the seasons after RPM was bad. It's
Sure.
just it doesn't feel as magical. Maybe it's my Stan Marsh neurodivergence kicking in, but
It's more because the corporate side of it all.
yeah. Yeah, it's like I get it. Like, the Dragon Knight failed because of lack of marketing, but sometimes it seems like nowadays Power Rangers is overly focused on marketing.
And even then, they're not doing a bang up job at that.
Oh yeah, like when was the last time I've seen a Power Rangers toy commercial? No, that is a legitimate question. I don't even remember the last time I've seen like I think
They expect people to go online and watch their Hasbro Pulse, or just go to Walmart.
I feel like I remember like all the way up like I remember like all the way up to Jungle Fury. Like they had commercials nonstop on like every channel, like cartoon, even on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. But after like not even Megaforce, Super Megaforce, I don't remember any commercials. Not even for. Well, actually, no. There was one commercial I do remember from. There was one Dino Charge commercial I do remember. It was like one of those like mission helmet type of commercials.
Like they expect you to have to just go to Target, Walmart, and if you're lucky, Toys R Us.
See, that's the thing. Like every Target within a 15-mile radius from me barely has any Power Ranger stuff at all. You'd be lucky to find a Lightning figure.
Yeah, so then again, I said, if you're lucky, go to Toys R Us. And yeah, they have the little Toys R Us booths in Macy's all around. If you live in Texas or New Jersey, they have a Toys R Us in their malls. If you live in Canada or Japan, you're good money.
You know where I had to find most like half of my you know where I had to find half of my Power Rangers Dino Charge figures?
Amazon.
No. I had to find them at a Walmart in Ontario, California.
My God.
And just so you understand, Ontario, California is like 80 miles away from my house.
I know how far it is, but why that far?
I happened to be in the area because I had to drop off a friend of mine, and he spotted me for gas, and I'm like, well, there's a Walmart right here. We may as well like check out what's here. And they just happen to have the stuff I need. But like, even Walmart, like there's only like 2 Walmarts in my area, and like they're both a mission to drive to, and they never have toys
That's
that
like
are good.
That's like me having to drive deep into Jersey or to Pennsylvania or to Connecticut or or even going upstate. Like, my God.
Well,
Do better, Power Rangers. That's all. Just do better.
Well, with all that, and distributors, Target, Walmart, I don't care who you are, get more figures. so that more people could buy them.
The Canadians are doing better than you. You are gonna let the Canadians do better than you with their Toys R Us having more Power Ranger stuff?
They actually have a Toys R Us outside of New York.
Yes, like basically the fact that you're letting Canadians have toy distributions better than you couldn't be me. Could not be me.
In any case, this has been episode 16 of Ohsama Sentai KingOhger. If you enjoyed watching this episode, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon in order to stay up to date on our latest videos. We are doing KingOhger every Thursday at 7:15 Pacific, 10:15 Eastern. And we are doing, and at the same time on Tuesdays, we are doing Kamen Rider Geeks on Tuesdays. So if you want to check out our thoughts on episodes 41 of Kamen Rider Geeks and episode 17 of KingOhger, you know when to go. But just in case,
F Daichi. F Daichi.
Yeah. We all hate Daichi, and we all hope that he gets game overed next episode. Mm-hmm. But also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do movie reviews and video game news. We are currently finishing up with our video game movie month. So this month our reviews consisted of Detective Pikachu, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and the 1993 Super Mario Brothers. And we're going to finish it up this weekend with the new 2023 Super Mario Brothers. So be sure to check that out. See what we thought about Peaches, Mario, Luigi, Bowser 2. Woohoo! And and that's pretty much it. If you want to check out our personal content, Jared, where can they find you?
Oh my God, let's do this for the old time's sake. What up, everybody? Welcome back. Whoa, I was about to do the whole gimmick. No. What up, you 60 mother people? I'm Jared from Henchigate YouTube. So I am him. I run things, clack cheeks, wreck ish, push B. I am him. You can find me over at youtube.com/Henchigate, where we're putting up our back catalog of a lot of stuff soon. Twitch.tv/Henchigate, where we go live every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. If the internet allows us, we cover, obviously, tokusatsu, K-pop, anime. We're concluding Van Dread and starting, what are we starting soon? Chainsaw Man. So, yeah.
Chainsaw Man, nice. You know, I just recently started rewatching Elfen Lied. I'm like...
Oh, classic.
And now you're all going to get me to start, like, hyper-focusing on early 20th century artwork now, aren't you?
I mean, they did it. They made it like that for a reason.
Gold leaf. So much gold leaf. Do people even still use gold leaf? Oh well. And you can find in any case, you could find me on Instagram, Boken_Kabuto, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. With all that said, guys, thank you all for taking the time to watch our channel. We hope you have a great rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. And stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, wear weather-appropriate attire. Yesterday was summer solstice or winter solstice, depending on which hemisphere you're in. So let's hope you enjoyed your longest/shortest day of the year and things become more balanced as we approach November. Well, in any case, enjoy your summer/winter and have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.
Later.